give you, let me see here, you know what, hold on, can you give me 2 seconds here? Just a second. All right, let me see, let me do this. All right, let's try this. All right, let's see what's going on. Oh, there we go, I see what's going on. All right, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, you can hear me. Good, good, good. All right, hold on. I'm experimenting with my phone here. It's been giving me grief lately. All righty, let's... Testing 1, 2, 3. What?
Technology love hate.
Oh, yeah, no kidding. Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, okay, we're good. Okay, good. All right, so we're going to start TeamViewer. Okay, can you give me the number? Go ahead. All right, let's see if that works. All right, let's see here. Connect. Let's see.
I press connect.
Yeah, okay. What's the password?
Password is 47 lowercase q, b as in boy, 7 f as in Frank lowercase, 97.
Got it. All right. Let's see here. Okay, I'm in. Okay. So why don't you just show me what's not right?
Okay. So I have this program called Quicken, and I'm trying to track my father's and my business dealings on it.
All right.
And then you can see I have all these little weird places that it's showing up.
What do you mean? I'm not. Go ahead. Keep going. I'll figure this out. Go ahead. Keep going.
So you may not be familiar with this program, so it may not work.
Right.
What I'm thinking that somebody who understands the logic of how these things
Right.
work would be helpful.
Right.
So I have supposedly when I click on this, I'm gonna get my stuff.
Okay.
And the only way I have access to my dad's stuff is the current version of it is on a thumb drive.
Okay.
I'm going to open this up, and my file is protected with a stupid password, and his is not. But if I'm going to put in my password,
Okay.
I can't type at the same time.
That's fine.
And then if I want to go to File,
Yes.
this is me, and then this is him on the D drive.
Okay.
And I'm wondering, can I get him onto my drive?
What do you mean? You want to save that file onto your C drive? Is that all you want to do?
Onto my C drive, and then I kind of would like to clean up the other stuff and try and figure out what's going on.
Okay, so you just want to pay attention to where your data file, your QuickBooks file sits, right?
Yeah, Quicken, but yes.
Quick, yeah, got it. Okay, so let me see here. Let me see.
I have the thumb drive, the D drive in the computer right now.
Right. Okay. So you're basically just working off of that stick. You don't normally work on it while it's sitting on your desktop. Okay. So you want.
Yeah, I've been having somebody else do this work because it just makes my brain explode.
Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the contents of the entire contents of the USB stick, and I'm just going to paste it to a folder on the desktop. And that way you could repoint Quicken. Hold on. Show more. Copy. Okay, good. So now I'm going to just copy them to a folder, which you can name. Why don't you just name new folder. Call that folder what you want. No, actually, here, I'll do this. Hold on. I'm gonna put that USB content in that folder, and then I'm gonna go property. Nope, not properties. And then I'm gonna go paste. Show more options. Paste. Alright, so the entire content of that USB stick, which is essentially all of the finance files, are now in that folder on your desktop. So now when you open up Quicken, you can point it at that folder.
Okay, so can I open this one up for me and this one up for my dad?
Yes.
Just like that?
You're basically going to go open the new file, which technically isn't necessarily new. You're just going to redirect it to the desktop in that folder, which is currently still new folder.
Okay, I'm going to change the name on it. Just
Yeah.
because it's going to confuse me.
Right.
Let's see, let's call it Quicken Energy, thumb drive. Okay, got it. So let me just look at this. So we've got, I'm going to take out my stuff so I don't confuse myself. I'm sorry, I'm just making you hold my hand.
That's all right. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I'm taking out my stuff. And then, I don't even know what all this stuff is, but obviously this is super old.
Right.
And then I don't know what the sync log is.
I'm not sure. You might want to call Quicken to let them tell you what each of those files means. But as far as as far as I'm concerned, you only need to have the data file that gets created when you do the backup.
Right. Okay. Got it.
Yeah. So just name it, date it. Yeah, you might want to make the date part of the file name.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then just making a point to note anything that was unique about when you saved it. What the last thing you did was when you saved it, maybe.
Got it. So I've got that, and then I want to look at these things. What the heck are these?
Hold on.
How would I?
Just a second. What do you mean? Go ahead and point.
So this is where I click on to like ordinarily, and then I have all these random things. Do you see all these Quicken data?
Well, you're not okay. Oh, okay. So what? You're confused about those shortcuts?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you've dumped your Quicken files, or at least copies of your files, directly to your desktop.
Oh.
Yeah, that's actual data. That is actually technically not a shortcut. Those are 5 different Quicken files.
Is there a way to see? Let me see. Let me just click on.
Well, it looks like you did. Yeah, see, it tells you what data copy 2022. That's what that is for that top one.
Oh, 2022. Okay.
Yeah, so I guess the file name is kind of hidden unless you hover over it.
So I'm gonna just get rid of these because they're not current and they're confusing.
All right.
Let's see. You're holding my hand once again.
That's fine.
Yeah, all of these are weird,
Right.
confusing things,
Right.
and they're all the same date. And I
Yeah.
don't even know how it happened.
Right.
So, okay.
Got it.
All right. Thank you.
No problem. I think you're good, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
So, yeah, thank you. So, what do I owe you and how can I pay you?
You can do Venmo or Zelle. I don't know, $30.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. Bye. Well, there you go. Another logged remote support. I'm trying hard to give you some quality content and still protect everyone's privacy. That's difficult. I'd love to be able to do a live session, but I can't do that without divulging live content. That's frustrating. I'm going to figure this out if it's the last thing I do. My name is Chris. Catch me live, 855-434-8787. Have a good rest of your day. I think I'm figuring out why my audio isn't working reliably. Apple, when I try to plug my phone into the mixer, it isn't asking me the difference between iPhone or other device, or headphones or other device, because obviously the amperage changes. So it's jammed up in headphone mode. That's why when I tried that phone call with Apple, you didn't hear the Apple side of the conversation because the phone was jammed into iPhone mode when it should have been other device mode. That is really frustrating, but at least I'm nailing this down and figuring out what's going on. It's totally frustrating when you think you got something done and someone like at Apple screwed up. That's really all that's up. I'll figure this out. I'm trying to offer you the most live offering I can. 855-434-8787. Have a good rest of your day, probably next weekend. I think that's the last I'm going live until at least next week. Have a good rest of your week.